Welcome my channel, Chaira and Jeremiah TV.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer Tim Lane, 20 fights, 20 victories, including 8 wins by knockout today. And the WBO light welterweight champion of the world, Chris Algere. And fighting out of the red corner with his trainer Freddie Roach, wearing light blue, 56 victories, including 38 knockouts, 5 defeats, and 2 draws. The reigning, defending WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
Obey my commands a little time. We'll take this a little time. First of all, good luck.
Because of the newness of this for him, a huge part of his focus was the mentality of round one in this first round against Manny Pacquiao.
The important thing for Chris right now, angles that Manny Pacquiao's punches come from.
Straight
like
left
that.
hand up the middle. Another element, of course, of focusing on a fire. Good right hook by Pacquiao.
Plans to negate Pacquiao's speed. He said speed is...
The thing about Pacquiao here is he's willing to take one of Chris Algere's big shots.
Few fleet-footed boxers without much punching power, with low knockout percentages, like Pacquiao, a once dominant knockout artist. Fewer than many boxing fans realize.
But never underestimate the resourcefulness of Algere.
Straight right lead by Chris Algere.
Look.
I want the same thing, except he's starting to reach already, Chris.
Chris Algere, as you see now right here, as Pacquiao is coming in, right down the pipe, just
at ringside. Round 2 begins. Pacquiao is 11 of 39 by computation.
Algere showed with that right hand is he's not a big puncher, but he's a very base for himself.
Good shot by Algere. Algere beginning to work his jab. That was what was missing in round 1. The first couple of rounds.
not only is he very fast, but he also is very focused.
But Gina Rodriguez is going to call it a knockdown.
I agree with Algere.
Down in the first round twice against Provodnikov. He goes
Badly hurt against Provodnikov, and here he was hit as his foot was...
Lucky break for Pacquiao, but it counts as a knockdown. It's so much harder for him to land shots against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, honestly, hit him with a good clean punch until right there.
Feels.
That was his first really clean punch right there.
Algere in either one of these first 2 rounds, but he's negated most of what
Missing with the right hand. A little bit of damage. They have brought professional cut man in for this fight. Big addition to their team. They didn't have that element. Here's Stitch Duran right there.
Hey, Chris, perfect. Yep. Everything is perfect. Okay, very good. All right.
Manny on the attack, Algere moving back. And how you know he wasn't hurt? He blocked all those punches. He's fine right. Not only one foot, both feet slid out from under him. If both feet slid out from under him.
You saw the disappointment as Algere's brother was...
They don't want to give Pacquiao any big opportunities early output, so the threat of Pacquiao is negating design.
That is by their design. Like I said, he has to get into the fight and get comfortable. He's not catch up with Pacquiao.
No, but 4 rounds is a lot to give up on the cards when you're not a knockout artist.
Of course it is, but you see if in them first 4 rounds you get caught with something that you're not ready for, the fight could end.
Create an action if Algere...
Back in field and swimming where people are able to build rhythm. More punches in the second half of the fight than in the first half of the fight as he builds rhythm.
Left hooks against Pacquiao already, and he's really starting to try to test Pacquiao and see can he put his gloves on him.
Danger if you can't cut off the ring is that you get into casing him.
The way the good straight right lead just did.
Algere's obviously not awed by the moment.
Moments ago. Now gets in a body shot. Going to the right hand upstairs, keeping his left glove pinned to his cheek. Hard right hand.
And yet it was thrown to land, not thrown with real knockout force. And sometimes you see
Come here, baby. See what's happening? Chris, you see what's happening? Yep. Breathing. Starting to find a home for the baby. Everything stays the same. You see how it's slowly unfolding?
To the body, followed by the right hook over the top to the head. Best right, Chris.
All night being 3 rounds so far. And we'll check out.
He gets an extra point for that knockdown around 2, whether it was a slip or a notches. There you go. When he throws punches, it seems to me he's got a chance of this. But anyway, 3-0, Manny Pacquiao.
I think the plan is for that to happen next.
Yeah, the conversation between rounds began with Tim Lane twice. What would you speculate that he's referring to, Roy?
Well, he's trying to punch while he's moving, let some of the power and some of the steam blow off. If he stops and throws his hand, suggests he'll be sitting on the canvas pretty shortly. He's not ready for you, the least experienced of the 2 guys. Wait till the strong punching power is gone, let him get into the other better chance of catching him. But you see right there?
Right hand uppercut by Pacquiao.
You see right there, he's not the...
I think also, and you heard him say in the corner at one point, you see him reaping that Algere's defense and length will have Pacquiao reach.
Suggests to me that Manny Pacquiao wanted to focus on body shots this round, and he has.
He's trying to get Algere out of here. To get him out of here, you got to land big shots. And the way he had right there.
Pacquiao with a... It was clear during each other. They seemed to enjoy each other's company. Along with him, I don't want him to.
How could
Impossible
you
not to. Exactly right. Hard right hand by Algere. That right hand.
Pop him. Feel his body come up.
He see Pacquiao throw an overhand left, arms out over his shoulders, not having his hands up. Unfortunately for Pacquiao, he left that beautiful straight left lead, catching Chris Algere going straight back and lands that straight.
But disorienting to say the least.
Now here's the round they want.
Guy who has thrown as many as 82 jabs in a single round.
One that Manny does not want to continue to walk into.
On to Algere with the jab on the right hand.
But Pacquiao's not landing.
No, he's not.
For Algere is if, having followed his game plan more or less, so dominate over the second half of the round, he starts to find success.
And is able.
A pivotal round in the fight.
Another couple of... They're not big, but he's getting his leather onto Pacquiao's chin.
And he's not concerned in landing nothing big because his job is to just put punches on Pacquiao like that.
And a straight right for Chris Algere as he's finally unthrowing the jab with frequency, which is the name of the game for him.
I can guarantee you now, looking at Chris Algere, his plan is as in try to knock him out.
Meantime, Pacquiao, look at Pacquiao when he gets boxed and hit, looks to walk forward into more shots.
Right into the shots, and that's got to be and try to knock him out.
So that had to be an encouraging round for Algere.
That's fucked up.
Landing that straight right hand down the pipe, right off of Manny's jab. Bam.
Round 6 begins in what became something of a different fight in round 5. Our round to score. Wouldn't surprise me if a judge had Chris Algere winning that round.
But many judges won't give you the round. Land clean shots, and I saw Algere land some clean shots.
Being the jab. He was reluctant to throw the Manny Pacquiao, throwing 100 more punches than Chris Algere. The profile.
And what makes Pacquiao deadly is that he is actually a volume power puncher. So that makes him more dangerous than normal guys are. That's the biggest big-time volume power puncher.
Now, Gina Rodriguez is telling Chris...
Didn't look low to me, but...
And the belt line is above the navel. Therefore, that should be a legal...
By Pacquiao stuns Algere. It counts as a knockdown. And let's see if Algere's extended right hand by Algere momentarily. That's Pacquiao. Fires away with the left hand. Algere goes down for the second time. Third time. And he can't get Rodriguez to listen to him on that point.
No, he should stay out of that corner.
Yup.
No question the water was at least partially a factor in that knock. Now in the fight.
Very good. He see the first knockdown. That left hand did hurt Chris Algere. Another left hand, he really was pushed down at this point. He was off back knockdown. That was knockdown. This second knockdown, he just moved the hook. His foot was sliding out from under him again. That one was questionable, and the ref said okay.
I'll give Pacquiao 1.5 real knockdowns so far in this fight.
Downs. Now he has to change his style and either try to start winning the fight early of those knockdowns, being 1.5, as Max and I agree.
Now with the smell of
Knockdowns? Give me a break. Anyway, I got a 6-0 point for each of those knockdowns. So round 6 becomes, I stand there and bang with Manny a little because he's been boxing. I think he's got to change his game plan and stand there and use his quick hands. 6-0.
Within that dimension, their boxing dimension. What do they do if they fall?
He's just not that kind of fighter.
Again, they put up for it.
Algere seemed to...
Yeah, anything to worry about on his way in. He can sting him with a shot. There's a good Harvey.
A couple of those this round next.
Real success for Chris Algere. There have been many more for Manny Pacquiao.
Back leg, fall forward. All right? Don't allow yourself to get squared up on that. In the V. This is where we want to be. Chris, you do the same thing. He's going to reach. When he reaches, you check his ass. Okay. All right? Deep breath. If you see the ropes...
Well, you can... This is where you wanted to be. This is what you wanted. Trying to remind him of the mindset in every round to Manny Pacquiao.
When your strategy is to give away the first 4 rounds, and you're not a big puncher, you have to be, and that obviously hasn't happened for Algere.
If that was against the guy who has knockout power when you don't,
well, I don't. You're not a puncher that you can either catch him coming in, set him up so I can put these 8 ounce on him, and it's possible I can knock him in, or try to knock him out early. He may knock me out.
I think it's a bad plan.
What are we talking about?
I know. I liked what he said, though, when he was talking about... And they seem to have dispensed with that too early. Quick left. Manny Pacquiao count.
No, against the southpaw, sometimes you can throw that lead right almost like a jab. But it's a long jab, and he just has shelved it for way too much.
Exceptional.
His ability to get from one side to another and create... She's as good a show as there is at ringside. Hasn't been a single clinch. Trying to work his jab. Gets hit by another big shot from the top. Let's go to the corner of Chris Algere, where Max Kellogg, the game plan, and what's happening now. Max?
Tim, we're talking a lot about the game plan. And what was the game plan coming in?
Keep the distance. Keep the distance.
Round 10?
Round 10 or 11, I'm going to let him go.
Well, that's going to make it difficult. A sensational straight left cross.
All right, that much left, Jerry, and that hurts more because he's already
takes a knee. That's 4 and 5. No, 5 and 6.
For hold, or the fight's over. There he is. It's Pacquiao who's out of his cage.
Yeah.
He's still fighting though.
Pacquiao in control.
Big guts. Let Pacquiao finish him at least, because if he doesn't, he jumps in too soon, he'll ruin a good fight.
Oh, right.
It's amazing that Algere is going to see the 10th round.
Deep breath, Chris. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath, baby. Deep breath.
A straight left hand by Manny Pacquiao, right down the pipe off of Chris Algere's jab, and down Chris. Couldn't ask for better. Chris tried to time it with the hook, and the left hand landed right on the chin. Here you see Pacquiao putting the pressure on.
Downs behind so far, and according to top of that. And Harold, I mean, this score will be
76, 9 rounds to nothing. Manny Pacquiao. Jim,
I miscounted. You're exactly right.
But Manny Pacquiao.
6 win for Pacquiao would be a big deal here, not only because
more defensively oriented counterweights, but it's been entertaining to watch the build-up.
And on the other hand, here Algere still is.
Like I said earlier, it's crazy, and I know it's ironic and crazy. But I
turned out to be 100% correct. And my mind is blown.
the chance he saw. He has less experience than Pacquiao. You don't outpoint. What's happened here in a sense is kind of like what Max says. The separation in class.
Well, some would say it showed up in round 2.
And I'm against Tim Bradley, now against Algere.
5, 6, 7, 8. Come on.
Stage in Pacquiao's career.
When you choose Chris, you got to bring everything back. Don't say it's square for long bubble. Come on. Come on, baby. Okay, Chris.
Pacquiao coming forward, lands a beautiful straight left hand high on the neck of Algere, which I think the right hook did more damage. Then he kind of caught him with a forearm, but Algere was already hit, but devastation from the fact of that punch and fatigue with it.
Of punishment. And Algere,
Other guy, he doesn't think about quitting, and he's had 6 different canvas.
And he's about to get another one if he keeps that head high.
Hung him in the corner. And
like turning a wolf out of the cage in the bear pen.
exactly.
odds should be 50-1. Odds should be 20-1. They were up as of a couple days ago. The last time I checked, betting odds were about 7-1.
Low is 6-1. So they kept dropping.
As bettors here got in
Money.
Smart Pacquiao, a perfect fight for his.
You knew he was focused. Yesterday, I heard his manager after they came by night. You might look at him down the line, and if you would have seen the look
where your fighter Jesse Vargas fights by May of 2015. After, in Roach's mind, the days of fighting as a welterweight. This, of course, assumes that there's never to be a Floyd Mayweather fight. Somehow materialize, then.
I mean, if guys like Bradley and Algere can't compete, pure boxer who makes sense is Mayweather. In addition to all.
Deep breath, baby, deep breath. Back, man. Close. Where your thighs, the uppercuts, they're there. I want you to creep on him, step around him, and give me that body shot and that uppercut and hook. Chris Algere show. Stay on him this round. I want.
Manny flashes Chris Algere that spectacular Hollywood smile. There's a swelling just under the left eye of Manny Pacquiao. To Chris Algere's right hand leads earlier in the fight, largely back.
looks that way to me.
Strategy was a faint wish. There's another hard right hand by Algere. More open in this round as he drops his hands and tries for a knockout. And comes out of it looking to land again. Algere
was Algere's movement. So when Algere goes to attack Pacquiao, Pacquiao makes the same move. Just as difficult for him to hit Pacquiao as it is for Pacquiao to hit him.
The distance between the distance walking from here to Siberia. It's a long, long way. Since he's been down 6 times, the academic discussion of whether the probably won't mean much after this. A lot of power. A lot of power. Also knockdowns of Chris Algere en route to what will almost certain. And let's take a look at what happened mostly to Chris Algere in the fight. Round two. Algere was under wraps and still trying to box at this point. It was as the punches that Pacquiao landed. Then round 4. Pacquiao landed. Here comes knockdown number 2. Still in round 6, knockdown number 3, and another knockdown on which the water least a partial factor, as Algere tried to point out to referee Gennaro Hart. Round 9, no question about that. That I hit you in the mouth knockdown. Still in round 9. And knockdowns at that point. And then the final knockdown came in the 10th round, in the next round. And now Dionisio Pacquiao. And we'll go to Michael Buffer for the official decision.
We go to the scorecards. Levi Martinez scores it 119-120 to 102. All three judges scored for the WBO welterweight champion of the world, Pacquiao.
So if you said to yourself, you're an incredibly lucky person right now. You weren't figuring on the 6th. And what Dianacia did for Manny.
How did you do tonight?
Tonight, first, I'm satisfied with my performance tonight. I came to fight, we do more heavy bag in training, and we start early in our training. I'm looking for a knockout, but fast, it's moving. Filipino people came here. So I'm very happy because God gave me this victory tonight. Yes, I mean.
Manny.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Good.
Wrong. I had a feeling that he was going to try and blast me out of there just because I'm not used to the big stage. His style, he's got so much experience, and he's perfected fighting like Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, get into the later rounds there without incurring too much damage and setting up the pace. It was just to put enough hurt on him that we could slow a few counter shots on the way in.
It was the 8th or 9th round where he seemed to.
And I sat down on a left hook. And I mean, what veterans are great at doing, probably slow down the next round some, which he did, which allowed me to get my footing and punching power. Tell you the truth, it's how he mixes the punch that he has perfected for what's works specifically for his body type and his style, and he's very good at being Manny Pacquiao. And Manny Pacquiao's a hell of a fighter.